Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here. Welcome to a new series. So Survivalists, I may go back to get a little stuck where things are you know, getting a bit slow. I bought Dyson Sphere Program not so long ago, and I've played a little bit. I watched a couple of people play it as well. I think I'm ready to give it a bash and watch you guys, I don't know, hang everything on me really. But let's just go a new game, and I don't know, let's give ourselves a little bit of extra resources maybe, just to give us a bit of a kickstart. Something nice and that'll do. So as I said, I haven't played a heap. I've just watched a little bit. When you start, you always get this video. I don't believe there's any way of skipping it. But if you don't know,
welcome to the actual
this will give you an intro.
You may find it's different from our homeland. Should you be able to adapt to the laws of physics in a short time, I am your advisor and will help you through this mission.
So the game is in early access. They are updating it all the time.
Everything here is yours. As one of Cosmo and the pioneer of the Dyson Sphere Program, you will explore this cluster step by step. By using the resources here to construct the Dyson Sphere to provide energy for the center brain to maintain homeland, starting from scratch. I have chosen a designated planet for you to start the mission, which has necessary resources for initial development. Now please drive the space capsule to the planet.
Guessing they mean this one? Vendematrix 3? Don't think they mean that one. Yeah, so came out on the 21st of January 2021. It's developed by Youthcat Studio and published by Gamera game. I believe it's a Chinese dev team, and so far it's looking really cool.
Now you are about to reach the designated planet.
Here's our little starter planet. Most of the first planets you land on are fairly typical of this. A fair bit of water and some resources, generally packed close together. I mean, look at this. We've got everything we need right here. The orange is copper, the blue is iron, the grey is stone, and then round to the side here we have some coal. Alright, here's our little dude.
This is Icarus, a lightweight industrial mecha with powerful functionality. You can use the arrow keys or right-click on the destination to control its movement. In this mission, you will manipulate Icarus to travel beyond the stars and create miracles. You can use the same operation to collect resources, such as trees, gravel, etc. In the meantime, hold down Shift and right-click to give a series of commands.
So I can...
You receive several items after recycling the space capsule. Click the inventory button in the lower right corner of the screen to open the cabin to view them.
Okay, so this is our inventory. Push E as well to get there, it says here. Let's just continue. These are all some tutorial stuff so that you can have a bit of background. And you can
hold down mouse
read
middle
through.
Button drag to rotate the angle of view, or slide the mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
And this gives you a bit of a background to the game and what a Dyson Sphere is. So pretty much a Dyson Sphere is a kind of it's like a big solar panel but wrapped the other way around a sun. So it's capturing all the energy out of the star and using it for power. So we can move around and, you know, all basic commands. It's fairly straightforward. It's very Factorio-like in the sense. So, first thing we're going to need to do is, clear some space for us. And we've got some materials around. As I said, we've got some iron ore. We've got 761,000 iron here. It's a little bit here. You know, we might even clean this out first. And there's some little bit of copper and some coal and stone. And again, there's more stuff as we expand.
Yet you have not unlocked the construction menu, which will be done automatically when complete any technology research. Click the technology tree button at the bottom right of the screen to open the technology tree. and activate a research.
Yep, so you can either do this or push T. And it wants us to activate a research. This is going to cost us something. It's going to cost us 10 magnetic coils. If I go activate, it needs us to make this. Apparently double click it and we can craft it. We have some magnets in our inventory and we have some copper plates. So if I want to produce 10 of these, it's going to cost me 20 magnets, but it gives me 2, so it's only 10. So let's make 5 of these, right? It's going to make 10. And because I've got this set as a research project, it's going to manually use that and unlock our stuff. So in this case, it's a wind turbine, a power, like a power line transmission tower, and a miner. So just take a moment. And we've unlocked electromagnetism. Unlocked a new automatic mining machine, which will automatically collect ores for you. Of course, its capacity is limited. You may wish to transport these minerals to the smelting facility automatically. So to do that, we're going to need to start
you have created a mining
into
machine
logistics.
to achieve ore collecting automation. Pick it up from the inventory, or select it on Gathering of Construction menu to build it.
I'm going to activate this, just so that once we get this stuff, we can do it. So we can exit out of here. And what it wants us to do pretty much is we can push, there's 2 different things here. You can push the 1 button to go to the power menu, you can push 2, so numbers. And then once you've got that over, you can either push F1 to select this first one, or
you can use the R key to rotate the mining machine for covering more veins. The more veins covered, the faster the ores will be gathered. If you want to ignore grid snapping, try holding down the Shift key.
So, as he says, you can push R and you'll rotate 90 degrees. If you want some more precise control, so in the case of this, I want to try and get all of these ores. I need to hold down Shift and then click it. Okay, that's going to build our little mine.
One of your production facilities is not powered. You need to keep it within the power coverage area
You need some power?
and supply it with power facilities in order to maintain its normal works.
Sure, I don't want to put
Wind turbine.
So I need to make one
You
more.
have established your first power grid. Not all power facilities
I need
has a power supply area. Use the Tesla tower to extend the area of the
I
power
need a
grid.
core. So I need to make
You have done building the first power
one of these.
transmission facility, Tesla Tower. It can carry out short-distance wireless power transmission and expand the power supply area of the power grid. Click on it to view the current power grid information.
So to mine some iron ore, I need to just pick up something like this. And this will let us make what we need to make. So if I want to make one of these, make that. I want to make one of these, make that, and then I want to make one of these guys. Okay, cool. So let's put this other tower down. We'll place it there, and our little bot flies out of our mech and plants it down. And now we're getting power to this mining machine. It's mining up ore from this wind generator. So he's producing 300 kilowatts. Our mine is using apparently 420. So he's not getting full speed, he's just going to run a little bit slower. Alright. So what's next? Let's close these. We need to get these items to unlock our next thing, which is belts. And I really want to get some belts going. So let's get out of construct mode. So we're going to need 10 gears. So if I go to replicator and we go components, I want this makes 1 and takes an iron plate. We've got 8. Can I make 10? Because we've got iron ore in our inventory here, and your bot can smelt ore and turn it into plates. It's going to take him a moment, and you'll see it'll probably... Good, it's used all the plates, turned them into gears. So we've got the 10 gears. The other item we would need is these circuits. So to get that, I can probably get 2. So if I need 10, I need to make 5. I don't have enough for 5, but if I hit this button, it'll make what it can. And then let's head over here, right click and dig up a little bit of copper. and we are losing power quite significantly. The bot itself has a power output, and you need to fill up that that inventory. So we got the fuel chamber here. You can use, and I won't use all of this, you can use leaves, and that'll generate a little bit. In this case, like 500 kilojoules per leaf. So it's not making heaps, and we're definitely not keeping up here. You can put wood in, and it'll use the wood first. It'll use whatever's on this side first. So the wood's going to produce 1.5 megajoules, so 3 times as much, really. We'll put this side, use this up. And then the last thing that we can currently use is coal. And coal will produce 2.7. So it's better, but it's still not amazing, and it won't catch up too much if we're trying to do any tasks. So if I stop him from doing the task, this will then go up. So we need F for replicator apparently. I need 2 more of these, which means I'm going to need to go 2. You will make manual research. You will make the items for the bot to be able to manually research. Here we go, and it's doing it. Awesome. So now we have basic logistics. We can make belts, we can make sorters, and we can make storage. So what are we going to do?
You have received the sorter and the conveyor belt, which can achieve full automation now. Use the conveyor belt to transport the piled up ores from the mining machine, and the sorter can deliver the ores from the conveyor belt to the smelter for automatic smelting.
Okay, so I haven't unlocked a smelter yet, so we need to get into that, which is this one here, which takes similar sort of things to do. You can also upgrade your mech. So there's all these different technologies that we can upgrade our mech with. This one here uses a science pack. So if you're familiar with Factorio, then you'll understand science packs. So science packs require items to make them, and then we can research items using these. So there's a few things that just require basic items. So in this case, 20 copper and 20 iron, and we could make more energy storage in the mech. Let's do that, and then we can go back to here and we can queue up this guy. This unlocks crafting your research, and then we've got assemblers here which will allow us to make things automatically. The rest we'll leave for the moment. So this is asking us for some things. I've got enough to make 6. Let's make those 6. I've got enough of these to make 7, and we need 20 of each. So we'll let that go. In here I'll be able to collect some iron, and I probably would like to get another miner on this other one. So miners cost us 2 magnetic coils, 2 gears, 2 circuit boards, and an iron ingot. So we need to make another magnetic coil. But at the moment, I pause that. Good. Let's get a little bit of this. Are you doing it? And open the replicator again. So I now have all the items I would require to build one of them. We'll build 4 actually. So let's build one. And again, everything that we build here will need to be expanded at some point. Just the base sort of starting point is never going to be enough. Okay, so storages require iron plates or iron ingots and stone. So in the case of this, we're building this guy. Let's walk away from here and close that window. And I'd like to... I don't know, what do we got? Can we get in here? Can we get more? I'm going to place him there. I'd like to get rid of a couple of these trees. And then I'd like to mine up some stone and build a couple of boxes to store some of these items. So we'll run them out of here into a... I don't know whether to store ore. So that's a bit of a an unknown as far as I'm concerned. Right. How are we going with C for the Mac? We've got no fuel in there. Let's give him some more fuel. And I'll need to put a miner over here at some point too, right? Can I build that guy? Wrong button. F replicator buildings. And you build me one of these, please. And then I'm going to need, I don't know, maybe 6 of those guys? So while that crafts, let's pick up some stone, and each of these little stones on the ground will yield resources as well. And there's quite a number, right? Each of these are potential stone, and then you do get a potential for other resources from this. So you can get some bonuses. So always be on the lookout for rocks, and if you do need to clean up, you won't get any resources if you just drop a machine on a tree or a stone or whatever. That it just won't give you anything. Can I make 3 is probably a good number for now. I probably need one more of these guys. I need like everything. Enough stone, 68. Keep us going for a bit. So we can click on here, which hasn't actually done anything. Just trying to make sure we cover the area. Let's get him working. Hello? Close that. Hello? No, probably was working, right? Alright, we got some more materials. Let's push F and make one more of them. And we've got 3 boxes. Okay, and we got 20 belts.
When putting a conveyor belt, all you need to do is determine the starting point and the end point of it. In addition, use the up arrow key to lift up one level, and use the down arrow key to drop down one level after the conveyor belt is lifted. Press keypad 0 to reset the construction height of the conveyor belt to the ground. If you don't want the conveyor belt to be attached to the building, you can try holding down the shift key.
So, if you heard that, when you're building conveyor belts, you can go multi-level. So, a little bit different in its way of doing things. To me, it seems... I know I can build these things, please. Just... I got it. I got it. Thanks. We are making these? I thought we were making this. Oh, we're still going. Still queuing. And again, we're probably out of... We're out of fuel. Here, have some wood. Some leaves. And these things, organic fuel, are a rare item. These guys here we got from the ship. It gives us 40 megajoules. It'll keep us ticking over. Okay, so what's next? We need an area with a lot more ores in it. Like this one here has 700. It's 1.8 million coal, and there's 600,000 copper up here. So we'll probably end up using these. We'll use this for a little bit of basic mining. So from what I can gather, there's 2 things you can make from just iron ore. I don't know if there's like a uses button. Can I show the uses of this? Probably not, right? If we go to F for the replicator, this is made from iron ore. This is made from iron ore. Everything else seems to be made from plates. So copper comes from copper, and this from here. So we need probably 2 crafters. So one turning, we need a smelter, sorry, turning iron into ingot. And then we need one turning iron into a magnet. And then on here, so we probably need 4 smelters. We need to unlock smelting. Let's hit play up here. We're going to need 14 of each. You can only do lots of 10 as a max. We've got these 10 going, and then, you know what, I have another 10, and I need more copper. More iron, is it? More iron. Can you give me some, please? Did we finish? We did. Now these guys will link together, but that you cannot put them right next to each other. So there's a certain limit, and if you put them try to place them down too close, they will not be able to place. That'll keep us going. That'll give us some power. So let's build a couple more things. Shift R. The idea here is to get as many all areas as you can. Okay, so that's those two. And I'm seriously just going to put down a couple of boxes. Let's get some belts. Yep, there's one there, and from here. Let's go there for the moment. Let's get our boxes. One here and one here. That'll work. And then we need to put...
built a storage, which can be used to store cargo. You can manually store or use the sorter to automatically stock the cargo. The sorter is a transportation connector of cargoes between facilities. It will automatically transport them as long as the supply facility and the receiving facility are bridged.
Okay, so this is just using the little sorters. We're mining from here, we're putting it in the storage. We've got 2 stacks here. I can't remember how big the stack goes to, and we got 3 stacks of coal here, and they will come in handy later on. But for the moment, if we need some copper or stone or coal, I can just come back here and shift click it out of the box, and we're good. All right, down here I still need some iron plates, so we do need to make F. I need to get those smelters unlocked, so let's get 12 iron plates. Good. So that'll get us going. And that will unlock smelters, I think. No, this will just unlock our speed, won't it? That smelter's there. Requires other stuff. 10 coils and 10 circuit boards. So again, let's just grab stuff out of here and let's make 10 coils, 10 circuit boards. Yeah. Increased our energy core by 40 megajoules. These things are full again. See how quick 50 went? And these guys are like chewing through it. The stacks of 100 of stone. Close. Hello. And stacks of 100 of coal. So we can probably go to 5 stacks. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so we're making all our coils. Probably didn't need to make 10. We just needed to, yeah. Still making plates. And then it's going to make 10 copper. And then it'll make our 20 circuits. I didn't need 20, right? Oops. These make 2. That's okay. They will come in handy. I do need to make another storage box. Let's actually craft the storage box. Actually, let's make it 2. Okay. One more. Let's go. Okay. Automatic metallurgy. We can now make a smelter. smeltery, whatever, and glass. So that's stone in a smelter. Turns it into glass. And this is going to take me some items, but let's get it going. They give us a couple for free. So what we're going to do is we are going to build some conveyors. And I don't have enough belts, so let's make some more belts. And I get... I don't know, I kind of want to go for all 30, but... Cool. Get some materials. Can now build a smelter, I get it. Okay, so as I said, there's a couple of different items to make. We can make 1, 2, and then this
Built
guy.
a smelter, which can smelt basic materials, such as iron ingots and copper ingots automatically. While you want to make the raw materials and products get in and out of it autonomously, you need to use sorters and conveyor belts. After selecting the recipe, you can use the less than key to copy the recipe and the greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the same recipe.
Alright, there we go. You can see there, we've gotten 2 items being produced. It's making iron plates or iron ingots, and this is making our magnets. Now it's not going to be super fast because we are very early game. So eventually we will get to the point where we'll get what we need. Let's go one more smelter here somewhere, but I want to bring belts out first, so let's come from you and around. Maybe we go up a bit and then come down here. More belts than I probably want to spend, but we can always pick them up, right? Close that. Just right click to get rid of whatever you're building with. Let's put this here. Then this here, and you know what, let's get rid of those belts for the moment. You need power. Okay, you are going to make copper plates. Alright, again, things aren't super exciting here. This is going to burn out pretty quick, so this is just very early game stuff. We've now unlocked assemblers, so we can now make items into other items. So anything we can build in here that doesn't say smelting facility. So this guy is assembler. This guy is an assembler. This is an assembler. It's a smelter, and then any of these buildings are going to require bits and pieces from this, right? So the idea would be then to take these items that you've made and here and convert them into items that you need. Just how any sort of factory game works, right? So these guys are all just sort of ticking over. We can now pick up some plates, some of those, hello, some of these. And we'll now have materials to build more stuff. You are getting low. As I said before, we get some materials that we don't have any real use for yet. So probably make a storage. Probably wouldn't hurt, right? So let's just quickly. I'd like to make a storage, thanks. I'm just going to place it down here somewhere. Oh, I had some. Let's just put it in the middle. And I'm going to store the items that I don't really have a use for at the moment. So you can go in. Yeah. Probably the wood. And then whenever we get some of that stuff from, say, mining up a tree or a rock or whatever, and... Oops, should have finished that. And you get the bits and pieces, I can come back here and place stuff into the chest. Good stuff. So we've got some basics underway. We've got some bits and pieces here. We've got some coal being generated, and it probably wouldn't hurt for me to grab some of that coal. Right, quite a lot. We will get better power systems. These guys are a little bit overwhelmed. E for inventory, apparently. I can potentially make, I don't know, let's make another 4. And again, as I said, we can set all these items up to be auto-crafted. So you could sit there and have big long chains of things running, and we'll get to that. We'll pull from these other reserves around, and we'll make nice big smelting chains and try and make things as efficient as possible. But to start, you definitely want an area where you can just put down some roots and start building some of the basics. Cool. Alright, looking at the time, it is the wrapping up point. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of this season, series, whatever you want to call it. Let me know down below what your thoughts are, and I hope to see you all next time. Thanks a lot, and see yous!